Your mother's a whore. No, it's X2C, Mr. Motherfucking Jones. We got that light skin, dark skin nigga in the background, Bert. You already know what this is. For some reason, I seen some nigga with white, yellow, and pink dreads. My shit look pink, but it's low-key red. I just need to get my shit redipped, so I don't hear it. But what the fuck is going on? Who the fuck is Lil Pump? Please let me know.
What's poppin'?
Lil Pump fake? Lil Pump, like Lil Pump action? Get your Birdman ass fuck out of here. Let's get it.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gunslock. I am so excited that you guys love this series that I'm doing. This is probably the best series that I've done thus far, and I'm glad that it's just a great turnout and you guys are really enjoying this. So it makes me excited to actually make these videos and follow through with your requests. So today I'm doing a review on Lil Pump's dreadlocks. Alright, to get it started off, we're going to be looking at this photo right here. And I believe that this dude is a rapper. I don't listen to his music, but his hair is pretty interesting. He has like some pink dreadlocks, some blonde dreadlocks. Just from looking at this picture, it does look like his hair.
What?
Is blonde, but it's not. His hair, natural hair color is either dark brown or black, which I've seen in other photos, but we'll get into that in a little bit. His hair is blonde and pink right here, and it's very outstanding. So people are very attracted to the way this dude dresses, the way this dude looks, and his hairstyle. And that's a bold move. It's a very bold to actually color your dreadlocks like this, and just to have your hair out in such a great way, you know. And I've heard multiple ways on how this guy started his dreadlocks, but if you actually zoom in, you can see that he's just been doing almost pretty much whatever it takes to actually lock up his hair. It looks like some of his hair has knots in it, so what he does is he'll knot up the bottoms. I see a bunch of knots in his dreadlocks, so he actually ties them. Just grabs the dreadlock. Literally, he'll grab the dreadlock and just
Did you say 2K was being shady, wouldn't start? Get the fuck out of here.
tie it like a knot. And I see that he has a knot in every single dreadlock, and that's just to assure that his hair is going to stay locked up, which from the looks of it right now, his hair is definitely going to stay locked up for however long he wants it to be locked up, because it is definitely locked. But I'm assuming since his hair is like wavy, maybe curly, but it's not super thick, that he did use crochet needle, that he may have used back combing, he could have used some palm rolling, and he could have also used ripped and twist. One thing that he can't do is twist his hair, which he could, but it'd only be temporary. But other than that, let's move on to the next photo. This is actually the same day, just different pose. You can see the top of his hair, that he just has a whole bunch of new growth, a whole bunch of wispy dreads. Yeah, his hair actually does look really mature for being that kind of hair type, the wavy, the curly hair type. And this just gives everyone with straight hair like hope, or with wavy hair hope, that you can get dreadlocks. He just goes about it in a different way. I noticed that he does put rubber bands at the tip of his dreadlocks, and I noticed on some pictures that his rubber bands are at the root of his dreadlock as well, and that will help section out your dreads so that they're not combining with each other. That's just a great way to maintain your hair, especially with straight hair or wavy hair. But it's pretty cool and interesting how he started them. And here's another picture. He's actually in the daylight, so you can see that his hair is very bright. The pink is just super saturated, and the blonde is super bright. And the ones in the front almost look like they're going platinum, like a platinum blonde with the pink contrasting it. And this is just, like I said, a crazy look. And that's why I thought it was a perfect opportunity to do a review on him, to show how crazy some people's hair is, and how bold people are in choosing their hairstyles. And I feel like that's how everyone should be. Like, be bold in what you actually want to look like and what you want to be like, but present yourself how you want to be presented. That's a big thing as well. In this picture, you can't see any rubber bands at the end of his dreadlocks. Looks like he's already got over that stage. I think there might be some at the roots. You can actually see some rubber bands at the root of his dreadlocks, and that's just to keep him from combining at the root. Now in this next picture, you can obviously see all of the rubber bands at the end of his dreadlocks. Now one crazy thing is that I heard someone tell me that he actually started his dreads with 2-strand twists, but I almost think that that's impossible. I mean, it's not impossible, but it would take a longer time, and his hair wouldn't look as progressed as it is right now. But yeah, he got all the rubber bands in there, and his hair is just bleached right here. It's not super blonde, more of a like bronze color. So this is during the earlier stages. I think this is when he started popping off. And here's another picture. He has beads in his hair right here, and you can see that his hair is not mature whatsoever, and his hair could almost even be braided right here. You can't really tell. He's got the beads in his hair. Pretty cool. You don't really see anybody wear beads in their dreadlocks, really. You mostly just see like dreadlock jewelry, like the metal pieces and all of that, but I've never seen like beads and dreads. Mostly braids is what you see beads in. But this is probably around the time when he started his dreads. He always has them hanging in front of his face. I personally don't even know what this guy's face looks like. But on to the next picture. He is at a photo shoot, and he has his hair swinging, and as you can tell, the roots are black. and his hair is blonde and pink still. I think he's gonna stick with this color. He's probably not gonna be like Lil Uzi and keep changing his colors, but you never know, he might. I think the pink and blonde is what he's known for in the dreadlocks, you know? And on some of his dreads, you can see
But who is he?
that he does have rubber bands in them, and some of them don't. But I do believe still that even probably today he has the rubber bands at the root, holding all the dreadlocks together so that they don't combine. But you can just tell his hair is super matured in that he's maintained it very well, because the roots look maintained right here compared to the other pictures, and they just look like almost they're twisted. They could be, you never know. But from the looks of his scalp, it just looks like he's maintained them with like crochet hooking and stuff like that. And here's another picture of his young dreadlocks, and they are super young right here. The tips are super skinny and very wispy, and his hair just looks messy, and that's kind of how dreadlocks look at the beginning stage. And he has all the rubber bands in there, so that's really cool to show that process. I've never actually seen this process done with the rubber bands on the tip and at the root, other than myself. I've done this before. I did it for about a week of my dreadlock process, and it works. Really helped out with the separation. And then moving on to the last photo, this one could be the most recent. You could tell that he has a lot of length on his hair, and if you look closely at some of the dreadlocks in the front, it almost looks like he's been interlocking them, unless those are just...
Alright, he's obviously Caucasian, I hope. Or just mixed with Caucasian, and his hair is just fucked in the ass. Because these dreads look horrible, terrible, bad, misshapen, misplaced in. It's fucking like, no. You got dangling bald hair in your fucking head face, and you got hella testicle face hair. I don't know what to say about this. And 2K not working. And I think it's because this nigga dreadlocks, bro. Oh my god. No. Yo, what the fuck is this little tattoo? This shit. Dang. Yeah, if my PS4 don't work, I'm shooting niggas in their face.
The ones that he has knotted up together, and that's an interesting way on how to lock your hair. I've actually seen a lot of people with straight hair or wavy hair that actually twist their hair
this nigga dread serious
and put them into knots to actually lock their hair up. One thing I do want to point out is that his hairstyle right here looks pretty cool. I think he has it pulled up in the back, just a little ponytail in the back, which looks pretty cool, and he's got the few hanging in the front. I think personally, like, this hairstyle suits him very well, so he doesn't have all of his hair hanging in front of his face. It's really cool seeing everyone's dreadlocks, and they're so different in their ways, and it almost shows how that person is, but it's cool seeing all this. I love doing these reviews. I didn't think this series was going to turn out as great as it is right now, so I thank you guys so much, and we just hit 20,000 subscribers yesterday, and I want to thank you guys so much for that. It is awesome. I couldn't do it without you guys. We're on the road.
But look at his ugly ass face though. No, let me not hate this man. He's got a very fucked up smile right here in this picture. You see this one? Whatever.
Yeah, we ain't gonna tell the people you just pointed at it and hope they can see your finger.
No, but you know what I'm saying? And then look at his face right now. Look at his whole entire face. I don't even know if it's like getting my cursor, but I'm circling around his face in a vibrant motion right now. Look at this face. I just stopped at the wrong time. I'm just messing with you, bro. You light skinned. Y'all just be sometimes be having. Who's Lil Pump? That makes me want to find out who Lil Pump is. His dreads look like they more like Caucasian people dreads though. That's all I'm saying. Hey, if I could rock the pink, I'd do it too. But you see my fucking 2K not working, bro. I'm about to shoot niggas in their face.